I wanted to do the Ironman, and I was very interested in doing it in New Zealand. And so I was training on the Silver Comet Trail. A bug hit my helmet, and I thought it might be a bee, and so I started slowing down. It stung me, and I yanked my elbow inadvertently, and it shot me off. I was just kept going sideways and went into the woods and hit a tree or a rock right before I was gonna hit the ground. Someone saw me, several people, and called an ambulance. And they came and got me in the ambulance, and they're cutting off my clothes. And the guy, he says, "Why is your blood pressure so low? Your pulse is low, you're cutting up with us." And I said, "Well, I'm a Christian. I believe that if I die, I'm going to heaven. If not, God has something else for me to do." One more time.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, all right, that's great. All I could do was look up at the ceiling of the ambulance, and he said, "Do you know where I am?" And I said, I have no idea where you are. He said, "You don't feel me sitting on your chest."
I did nursing, general nursing in my home country, and I did associate degree in psychiatric nursing. I went to South Africa to complete RIN in psychiatric nursing. But when I got here, because it's different system, I couldn't get license. So I had to go back to school and start from scratch.
Everything takes a long time. There you go. Put the heel back in the back. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. So the first 2 years, I probably went through a dozen, maybe 10 to 12 different caregivers, because you need about 4 or 5 at one time. That's great. Come drop it down and wrap it around. But at first, you're not worried about personality. You're worried about technical expertise. Can they do the things you need to do? Make sure you go to the restroom so you don't have a stroke, turn you at night, the feeding and that kind of stuff, that's easy. You can go to a hospital or a rehab center for the rehab. It really helps the circulation, which is very important because you get skin sores if you don't have good circulation and you don't turn. It's very, very, very good for you. Then after 2.5 years, you sort of get used to it, you get into routine, your body starts to change. You can sense when something's wrong with your body, so you start changing to people that are a better fit for you personally. And so you kind of go through a transition where you work with people that have a personality that's consistent with yours, that you get along with well. Thank you. All right, that's great. I appreciate it.
After I got my license, I started to look for a job. I found the job posted on internet. I applied. I had no idea who I'm gonna work with. I didn't even know he's gonna hire me. I said, I'm not speaking good English. I don't know if I really qualified to work here, but just let's try my chance. I thought it's someone who, need caregiver for somebody else. I didn't know he's in a wheelchair because the picture wasn't there, was the picture before he got injured. So when I got here, when I saw him in a chair, I almost cried. I got emotional. I said, no, really, this is not gonna happen on somebody who is really young like him. I wasn't expecting to see, him in a wheelchair.
I did my physical at the end of the year with my doctor, and he was just dumbfounded. He said, "Ross, you're supposed to be a complete injury, which means no function sensational recovery below the break ever." He said, "I cannot explain all this you're doing, pushing out with your legs, your stomach, your torso, your lungs have come back, your diaphragm." He said, "It's absolutely medically impossible. I can't explain it." And I said, "Well, I really believe it's an answer to prayer, and it's the wonderful people at Project Walk and TRT that Tissue Regenerative Technologies that's made such a huge difference. I mean, with 7 years and no recovery at all, and then within 3 months, just having so much come back, it's been amazing. It's a very intimate relationship, and you spend more time with a caregiver than you do with a spouse if you're healthy. I mean, you're with them all the time. You're dependent on them for everything. In my case, driving, feeding, bathroom, email, everything. So it makes a huge difference. We're running businesses. I mean, we're running the venture capital. We're working with people who have biomedical engineering, medical degrees, etc. With venture philanthropy, people that are specialists in autism, or working with veterans or the homeless, indigent, uninsured, with our free clinics. Human rights, that we're working with the British Parliament, the British royal family, the South Korean Parliament Diplomatic Corps, launching that in Georgia. So there are a lot of people that are working now that are consistent with what we're doing in venture philanthropy and venture capital. We have a core team of caregivers that take care of everything I need, so that it's, you know, it's like I don't have a disability. I mean, it's very seamless.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. He can read my mind, and I can read his mind too. So it's really good to, you know, to keep working with same person, because when you know each other, it's easy to help and to make sure you respond to all needs. It was not easy in the beginning because of communication. Most of the time when I said something, it was not easy for me to understand. If I said something, even until today when I say something, he just asked me, what are you talking about? I had to, you know, to repeat and try to go slowly, or sometimes I just, if it's not something very important, say, okay, don't worry about it.
They know me very well, and when you've worked together that long, that intimately, you know, they really anticipate extremely well. Got caught them all. You know, what I want and need, and are incredibly conscientious about it. Okay.
Okay.
I got
Perfect.
it. That's good.
It was a new experience. I had to get trained how to use all those machines. So, you know, how to get him in a chair, how to put him in a bed. If I turn him, how to fix his pillow, then he's not gonna go back on first, you know, previous position. Yeah, after a couple of weeks, I got used to it and I started loving it.
She lights up the room. She has so much more joy than almost anybody I've ever encountered. And I think when you've been through trials and struggles and trauma, which she's been through that I can't imagine, I think you can either get bitter and frustrated and discouraged and feel persecuted, or you can be grateful for the blessings you have every day. And she's a blessing to everybody she encounters, certainly to me.
The hardest thing being caregiver is sometimes you don't be yourself. Because if you are stressed out, if you are in a bad mood, you don't want to put all those stuff to somebody. You need to make sure you clear your face always shine, smile, and you focus on what you're doing. You not just, you know, keep thinking what's stressing you, because you need to do a good job and you don't need to make any harm.
She certainly deserved, in my view, the Caregiver of the Year. She's one of the finest people I've ever encountered in life, and it's just an honor and privilege to get to spend time with her. She's an amazing person, she really is.
If somebody appreciates what I'm doing, it means I'm a good caregiver. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I'm good in that. That's what changed to me after I got the award. You can still do it if you want to do it for a living, but you cannot really do a good job unless if it's in your heart. So I think it's more calling than career, because you give more than you gain.
I have nothing to complain about. I mean, I've realized every dream, every opportunity anything I've ever wanted, my education, travel, career, I've been able to do it. I'm so grateful every day for the tremendous blessings that I enjoy, and Giselle is certainly one of the greatest blessings in my life. You know, just to be able to be around such a tremendous and wonderful person. I'm excited for her with her fiance, and who's Rwandan, and starting her own family, and she's just an amazing person. She'll be an incredible mom, and she'll do an amazing job at whatever she wants to do, but she's just absolutely an angel, and I'm blessed every day to be around her.
I like it because when you help somebody, when you like it, you feel like you give what you really have. And then if you make somebody happy or you just make good change in his life, you feel much better. You feel that's something you really need to accomplish, and it's a blessing.